Bringing a new dimension to gameplay. Welcome back to another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Huge Play is CEO and co-founder Kevin Mowrer. Hi, Kevin. Thanks for taking the time.
All right, so Fred, thank you so much for having me on your show. It's great to meet you, and please meet GameBud Talking Tom.
Well, that's the big news.
Hi! What do you want to do? I want to do stuff like play and game and count my hair and make a puzzle from cheese bits, and whew, I got a trick you got.
Well, that's Talking Tom, the GameBud, bringing AI and animatronics to gaming. So tell us about this whole creation.
Well, first off, 2 seconds on Huge Play, because that has everything to do with creating this remarkable, very advanced little piece of living game gear. Huge Play was all founded around the notion of, I'm a fan, read comic books, love certain movies, play games like a crazy person. My whole family does. All the other founders are the same. And we said, we really wanted to get together and form up a company that was really just us and the fans, nobody else in the whole chain. So what's that has allowed us to do is, frankly, invest very heavily in setting the bar much, much higher in terms of the performance of the product and what it does. And our first product, which is a GameBud, is focused on the notion of taking a character that you love from your favorite games and bringing him out, but having him connect wirelessly to all of your gaming while you're doing your gaming. And he knows everything that's happening in the game real time. And he's quite literally commenting on it and getting excited, getting upset when you fall off the edge or whatever happens in the game, but also giving you live hints, telling you how far along you are, how many coins you've collected. Basically, he is a talking animatronic streamer live on your game while you play.
Well, step us through what the owner or user experience is going to be like with this.
So basically, of course, when he arrives, you open the box, and when you take him out, you start him up. And because there's an extraordinary chipset in his head that holds an unbelievable amount of content, it barely ever feels like you're hearing the same thing twice. He actually starts the process of stepping you through setup. So rather than just having to sit there and read a manual, he tells you what it is that you need to do. And you download a pairing app. There's a couple of clicks and you are then paired to the app, which is what then pairs to the game. Then you open the game. And of course, because he's Talking Tom, from the very, very successful franchise, Talking Tom and Friends, I think at this point, they're up to billions of downloads. Since it's Talking Tom, you open up the Talking Tom game, it connects with him, and literally you start playing. And then I'll also tell you about the other 2 modes. So there's fully connected to the game, and all of that content that occurs, and the AI rapidly, real time, makes adjustments to what he's saying, and he also says rude things.
Yeah.
And I'm going to press this and make him say something else.
Game time. Let's go.
Okay, absolutely. So there's also 2 other modes that he has when the game is shut off.
And those modes are what?
When the game is shut off, there's one mode we call free play, and he has voice recognition. So now I can talk to him when he'll ask me questions, I'll answer them. We drive around the conversation. The AI constructs it out of all the content that's in his head. He stays in character. Sometimes he's talking about the game you've just had. Other times he's talking about weird facts about the weather. It's a very large amount of content that happens in free play. And then the third mode, which we're finding is incredibly fun, is command mode. And in the app that you use to actually connect him, there's a whole series of content in there that when you choose it and pick a particular one, there are acting sequences and words and things that he says associated with those buttons. So now you control him and drive him to create your own content and video that content, post it online, use it to harass your friends, really crack up dinner, whatever you want to do with it. There's literally thousands of acting things that he can do based on what you choose.
Sounds like great fun.
Congrats! You made me use my favorite symmetrical word.
What's the age range that this is intended for?
The product is really intended for all family. So it's not a kid's product. It is a gaming product. So it's really from the younger edge of the scale, it's like that 7 to 14 range. But it's also intended for 14 and up. So there's nothing in here that isn't fully appropriate for virtually any age of person in the family.
Terrific. Now tell us about availability and pricing.
I'll start with pricing. It is one of the reasons why we're doing direct to fan is by kind of chasing everybody else from the room. There aren't all these other concerns in there. One, telling you what to do, or two, pulling lots of profit out of the product. So we take that savings and we literally put it right here. So everything that we do, if it was sold through the standard way of selling it, would be twice as expensive. So he actually retails for $99 for all of that functionality.
Stellar performance, my friend.
There's your review right there.
There it is. There it is.
And the availability, tell us about that. We know so many companies, toys, and everything else under the sun are having a lot of difficulties.
You're absolutely right. Unfortunately, the world is facing an absolute snarled mess in terms of shipping. And what it means at the end of the day is it's getting very dicey whether or not there's going to be much on the shelves to buy for Christmas, let alone whether or not you'll have it under the tree by Christmas. So because we own our own shelf space, because it's direct to fan, we've decided to really lean in and ship air freight directly from the manufacturer directly to the consumer. So puts us in a much better position to have these more insured to be under the tree at Christmas time, especially since we go live with pre-sale on October 7th. So in
So the 7th is
interview.
The 7th is the availability. We're okay to talk about this now, though, or did you want us to hold
Absolutely.
it? Okay. So on the 7th, people can get in pre-order, and this is the first of a series of characters that you have planned?
Absolutely. One, we're in really an absolutely wonderful partnership with our friends at Outfit 7 with Talking Tom and Friends. So as this moves forward, there's probably going to be more you're going to see from Talking Tom and Friends. But in addition is we have a 2.0 that's already in development. This is a GameBud, and we're in the development of GameBud Pro. And GameBud Pro is actually going to be 100% PC. And some of the largest of the PC games that are out there is we're going to pull those characters out. And there's incredible game hints talking about your game, giving you the lore that's occurring in the game live, helping do walkthroughs, talking about your control scheme. There's a whole bunch of things that the GameBud Pro then is going to be able to do as a 2.0.
Wow. Well, tell us how this whole thing came about a little bit more, and the team that you've put together there. You've got a great veteran team, don't you?
We do, and thank you for asking. Yes, I feel very lucky because I was able to get together with several other remarkable execs out of the world of toys. And these guys, like myself, they're all big-time fans. We've all wanted to do something like this for quite a while. And frankly, every single person that has come together to do this has created, developed, and run literally billion-dollar brands in the world of play. So, but this is a whole new thing for all of us, which is literally clean sheeting this and saying, look, we know how to do this really well, but if we're doing it strictly and only for the consumer, there's even crazy things like most consumers don't realize for a mass market product, you have to put almost all the features on the front of the toy because that's what you see in the package. And you have to really only focus on features that you're going to see in a commercial because that's where you spend your money. And we're able to throw all those old rules out the door and say 100% it's about putting our efforts and really delivering on the play, the depth of play. So the team is very much been put together and aligned around the idea of from fans for fans.
Terrific. What a great concept. And do you have any thoughts about when you open this to pre-orders, when will your customers get these in hand?
So the product will actually start shipping out to customers in early November. So those who step in and step up for the pre-order, are likely to get these by mid-November, perhaps even a little bit sooner. So and I love his enthusiasm. So I did want to mention that the other thing that we're doing is for those fans who do say, "Oh my goodness, I'm in," and they're part of that pre-order for the first 10,000 of the product, the GameBud Talking Tom. We are doing something because we're fans. We're making the first 10,000 rare and collectible, and they come with a really terrific numbered certificate of authenticity. And this won't be done after the first 10,000. Only the first 10,000 will have that, but also the first 10,000 in the game Hero Dash, which this connects to. We're also supplying, a fantastic little mask that actually makes him look like the superhero that he is in the game itself. And that's only for the first 10,000.
Terrific. Great reason to jump on board early. Where's the best place for people to go?
Well, it's literally to our site. It's the only place that's available is going to be on GameBud.com. And especially if you're a fan, you're going to see it all over the places where the fans get together, but also those people who haven't really met Talking Tom yet or aren't playing the Talking Tom games are going to see him all over social media because frankly, he's really such a breakthrough in living game gear that we think he's going to get a lot of attention.
I'm sure of that. Once again, it's GameBud.com. Congratulations on the innovation and the fun there. Kevin Mowrer, thank you for taking the time with us.
And thank you so much for having me on. This has been a great pleasure.
Cooking with the power of the sun. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, here to tell you about the latest innovation from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. The GoSun Fusion has arrived using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. A really bright idea. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere, day or night, rain or shine. I love what Patrick and his team are doing, and so will you. Want to learn more? Head to GoSun.co to check out all of the company's products and innovations, and use the code Techstination to save 10%. That's GoSun.co.